Peter D.
Peter, this is
Supernatural.
natural $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Uncle Dale. Appreciate that. Elanissa, happy birthday, Unc. Have an outstanding day. I already have. It's already going. It's up and it's stuck.
Oh, and it's stuck. All right, we have to also talk about Coach Prime, a video that's been circulating online, and something that you were, I don't know if you filmed it or it was filmed by the actual documentary that was being filmed. That went on during the Jackson State time, but
Oh yeah, both.
video,
Yeah, both.
yeah, was
Yeah, I got
it's
that. I
going.
have that. Matter of fact, I put it back out there. I got that full meeting was recorded.
Okay. Well, let's bring a little context and then you could talk about it. We have what's been going viral this week is Coach Prime's position switch. He switched James Houston from inside linebacker to outside linebacker in 2021. And now look at James Houston right now. I think he led the Lions in sacks as a rookie, and now he's a Dallas Cowboy who just got a new contract also. Let's talk about that, man. You know, you had to switch from inside to outside, recognized by Coach Prime, former Dallas Cowboy, and now you're making noise on the Cowboys as an edge rusher, the exact position that Coach Prime predicted you and said that you need to be at.
Yeah, you just said it. I'm playing with you. No, man, it's just that crossroads of you have to trust people who've been there, right? Mm-hmm. You have to trust people who know what's in your best interest. And sometimes that means shifting from what you think about yourself and trusting what they see your possibilities and your likelihoods are. So James Houston, when he transferred from Florida to Jackson State, he was a linebacker. And after watching him play a while, you saw that, man, he's a better fit at edge rushing his linebacker because he really wasn't moving up the depth chart in the linebacker room. But every time they would move him around, he'd do something special.
Yeah.
So Coach Prime, gold jacket, knows what it's supposed to look like. Defensive staff with Dennis Thurman. Y'all should Google Thurman Steve when Coach Thurman was Dallas Cowboys safety and also coaching the defense. You're talking about guys who know what they're looking at and know what it takes. And Houston was adamant and said, man, I think y'all disrespected me, man. I want to stay a linebacker. And Coach was like, frankly, if you was that good of a linebacker, you wouldn't have to transfer here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a reason you left Florida for a chance. If you was all that at LB, they'd be playing you at LB. We tried you at LB, and you're not even the best LB here, but look at what you do when we put you at the edge. And he fought it, kicking, dragging, didn't want to do it. Well, by the time the season came around, he embraced it, started leading the SWAC, and sacks, became known as James. We got a problem in Houston.
Yes.
And it transferred to the NFL. So, man, it's just one of those things that you have to love and respect about Coach Prime, Coach Prime's staff. These are guys that know what it's supposed to look like, know what it takes to get there. They know what the NFL is looking for. And that sometimes means you got to do something different. George Hegeman. He played defense first, Chico. He was on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a coach who saw, man, if you switch to offense, you would be, you could go there. And that was a tough decision to do, but he switched from D-line to offensive line, went on to play for the Eagles and the Cowboys. Surround yourself with people, man, who can see things you can't see.
Right. We're going to play this clip for you guys, but also James Houston exploded that season with 16.5 sacks, earning All-American honors and leading the Jackson State Tigers to a SWAC title. Earned him a sixth-round pick by the Detroit Lions in 2022. He racked up 8 sacks as a rookie, bounced back with 5.5 sacks for the Dallas Cowboys in 2025 after injuries. And we should see a lot more from him this season. Here's the problem in that interaction that you were talking about.
You act like I should be a linebacker.
Because I know the talent that I have. Y'all may have to put a cap on my talent there. I know exactly what I could do.
If you was able to do that, you'd have done that and you'd have never came here. If you was that dude that you think you are a linebacker, you'd have never been here.
Can I pause that 1 second? Coach Prime, one thing I respect about him, he could have easily put that in a nicer term. You know, he could have easily massaged him, pause a little bit more and said, hey, man, You could do it right here. You could be here. You could do that. He could have easily never talked about and said what he just said right there, but he kept it true and he kept it honest. And he said, dog, like you just, hey, if you would have done that, if you could do it, you would have been done it and you wouldn't be here. I see some million when you get out there. This is where you should be. Listen to us. We got 60 years. Shout out to defensive line coach Wilkes right there too.
Weeks
right there too.
Yeah, and I would say this, Chico. What do I always say? What is the best indicator of future performance? Past performance. If you was doing it, you wouldn't have had a reason to leave. You left there because you weren't getting it done there. That is, and I appreciate what you said, Chico. You're exactly right. That's how Coach Prime deals with stuff direct. But that's the only way to deal with it because that's dealing in the truth. The truth is simply this. If linebacker was working for you, why did you transfer? You transferred because you didn't feel like you were getting the opportunity there. And we're giving you the opportunity here, but we're telling you that your next opportunity ain't in linebacker on Saturday afternoons. It's at edge rush on Sundays.
There you go.
Switch positions now and get paid. Instead of letting your ego get in the way and saying, no, I've always played linebacker. I want to play linebacker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Man, trust me, I've been in that situation. Shout out to Coach Warren Sapp, too. Went from tight end to defensive tackle. Shout out to Jeremiah Wright, who's with the Saints, who just got drafted. He was a defensive tackle coming out of high school. He shared a story with me saying that, hey, man, one of the coaches said that you will be a one-down defensive tackle, but you can play on Sundays if you move the right guard. He moved the right guard. He's with the New Orleans Saints right now. Got to listen to that experience sometime.
Shout out to Willie Beeman, who went from quarterback to safety back to quarterback.
It sticks in my head. My coach used to tell me, man, you're an SEC linebacker. You're a black college tight end. I said, man, I'm going to prove that we're wrong.
We need to put that on the shirt.
Hey,
merch. Get some merch out.
You're an SEC linebacker, but you're a black college tight end. All right, let's go back to this clip real quick. Finish it up.
Because if you weren't doing that, you'll be the third linebacker. You wouldn't have got in yet. You wouldn't have had the reps.
I disagree.
I'm telling you what Coach Hart had you at, dog.
James Houston is an extraordinary talent that we've seen rushing the passer, and we saw his rushing ability. And I went to the coaches, and I think they already had the thought that he probably would be arguably our best pass rusher if we moved him. So we moved him.
You trying to dictate what you're going to do in the league. It don't work like that. Some corners go in the league and play safeties.
Personally, I feel like y'all are disrespecting me and my talent.
You feel like, but you got guys with 60 years of NFL experience telling you,
trusting y'all. That's why I've been doing it.
Telling you, dude, you showing up doing what you're doing means he's a ball player. I got to find somewhere to put it.
That's James Houston.
That's your dog right there. Shout out to Dak Prescott and James Houston with the Dallas Cowboys. Should be excited this season. All right. Hey, man, once again, we got super chats for Uncle Neely out there. We appreciate y'all runners checking in. Let's see if I can put these up, see if you can try to read these. Say happy birthday, Unc from Elanissa. Happy birthday, Unc. Have an outstanding day. Know what you about to go get, Rick. Reverend B.J. Nelson. Say happy birthday and blessings to you, Neely, from anymore.
I think he meant for anymore, but say from anymore. We hear you, Rev. We hear you, Rev. We got you,
See,
Rev.
that's why I be trying to read slowly over here. And people, you can't read. Well, I'm like, people will have some typos. It'll mess your book up.
Type.
Yeah, blame it on the people.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Blame it on the people.
You sound like that dude would take his pinky. Blame your chat. Blame your fans. Yeah. She go, he's good.
Oh, we gotta do it. So damn silly, dog. Why we gotta be silly out there? Because we have a good time. It is our show. Super chats, we appreciate you.
Blame the chat again.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions that will be watching us around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you put your chakras in the sky, your black fists high, and keep your rebel damn flags. That's damn right. Until next time, hit them with the damn theme music, please.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey runner, grab your coffee.